Think fame makes you fearless. Think again. From lucky socks to banned birthday cakes, celebs have some seriously quirky superstitions. Let's dive into the weird world of celebrity luck and logic.
George Clooney, the quintessential Hollywood gentleman, is known for his cool demeanor and effortless sophistication, but behind that calm confidence lies a small, deeply personal superstition. Clooney never travels without his St. Christopher medal, a charm he's carried for years as a symbol of protection and faith. St. Christopher is the patron saint of travelers, believed to guard those on their journeys, and for Clooney, it serves as a quiet companion on the road, tucked safely in his pocket or luggage wherever he goes. To some, it might seem like a simple tradition, but for Clooney, it's a meaningful ritual, a way of staying connected to something steady amidst a life of constant motion. From filming in remote corners of the world to attending international premieres and humanitarian trips, that medal has been with him through it all. A reminder that even the most grounded people sometimes need a little help from above. It's a superstition that reflects Clooney's balance of faith and reason, not about control or fear, but comfort. In a world where luck can turn as quickly as fame itself, the St. Christopher medal is his touchstone, a small act of belief that keeps him centered, safe, and spiritually in tune no matter how far he roams.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the powerhouse of charisma and strength, has built his career on discipline, focus, and, well, a few personal rituals that keep him in top form. One of his longest-running superstitions is his pre-match meal, which he repeats before every major wrestling match or intense film stunt. It's not just about nutrition, it's about mindset. The Rock believes that eating the same meal before stepping into the ring or onto a dangerous set locks him into a familiar rhythm, a sense of control before chaos. This ritual dates back to his wrestling days in the WWE, when consistency was key to staying mentally and physically sharp. Over the years, the meal, usually a balanced mix of protein, carbs, and a small indulgence, became more than just fuel. It turned into a symbol of preparation and confidence, a moment of calm that tells his body and mind, it's go time. Even now, in Hollywood's biggest action scenes, that ritual hasn't changed. It's as sacred to him as the gym itself. For The Rock, superstition and strategy blend perfectly. The meal isn't about luck so much as belief, the belief that routine breeds excellence. It's his way of showing respect to the craft, the challenge, and the audience watching him. Whether he's in the ring or hanging off a skyscraper in a blockbuster movie, that familiar meal reminds him of where he started, and honestly, fuels him to give every ounce of energy to the performance that follows.
Shia LaBeouf, the unpredictable and fiercely dedicated actor, has always been known for taking his craft, and honestly, his quirks, to the extreme. Among his more unusual superstitions is one he's proudly stuck with for years. He refuses to wash his lucky socks during a film shoot. To LaBeouf, those socks aren't just clothing, they're a talisman, a link between himself, the character, and the energy of the production. He believes that washing them would break that connection, wiping away the momentum and authenticity he's built on set. This ritual might sound strange, but for an actor as intense as LaBeouf, it's part of staying immersed in his roles. The superstition gives him a sense of continuity through long, exhausting shoots, where every ounce of focus and familiarity really matters. Each day he pulls those socks on, it's like stepping back into character, a private grounding act that helps him channel the same mindset, emotion, and drive from the day before. While some might see it as pure eccentricity, LaBeouf's unwashed lucky socks reflect his raw commitment to art and belief in ritual. They're a symbol of his unfiltered approach, messy, passionate, and deeply personal. In his world, superstition isn't about fear, it's about staying real, staying connected, and holding on to a little bit of magic in the madness of movie making.
Gisele Bündchen, one of the most iconic supermodels in the world, has long credited her success not only to hard work and grace, but also to her deep sense of spirituality. Before every major runway show or high-profile event, Gisele performs a personal ritual. She burns sage to cleanse the space and clear away any negative energy. To her, this ancient practice, rooted in indigenous and spiritual traditions, helps create a calm, focused environment where she can perform at her absolute best. She's spoken openly about how energy plays a huge role in her life, both personally and professionally. The sage ritual for Gisele isn't about luck, it's about balance and intention. The soft smoke acts as a reset button, grounding her in the present moment, while symbolically washing away nerves, tension, or outside distractions. It's her way of walking onto the runway, not just as a model, but as a centered, empowered force of nature. For Gisele, superstition meets spirituality in a beautifully mindful way. The act of burning sage isn't just a routine, it's a reminder of gratitude, focus, and peace. Surrounded by flashing lights, loud music, and the chaos of Fashion Week, this simple, soulful ritual keeps her spirit clear, proving that sometimes the secret to confidence and success begins with the calm before the storm.
Jimi Hendrix, the legendary guitarist who redefined rock music, had a signature look that went far beyond style. It carried deep personal meaning. One of his most enduring superstitions was his lucky bandana, which he often wore during performances and recording sessions. The bandana, always adorned with unique patterns or colours, wasn't just part of his flamboyant image, it was his charm, his shield, and his connection to creative energy. Hendrix believed that the right bandana could channel inspiration and protect him from negative vibes on and off stage. For Hendrix, music was spiritual. Every note, every riff was born from emotion and energy. Wearing his patterned bandana became part of his pre-show ritual, a way of tuning not just his guitar, but his soul. Fans might have seen it as a fashion statement, but to him, it was a symbol of focus and flow, something that helped him enter that electrifying state where he and his music became one. Even decades after his passing, that image of Hendrix, head bowed under the glow of stage lights, his bandana tied tight, remains iconic. It wasn't about luck in the traditional sense, but about belief that creativity and spirit are deeply intertwined. His bandana was his armor of artistry, a small, colourful reminder that genius often thrives on ritual.
Steven Spielberg, the master storyteller behind Jurassic Park, E.T., and Indiana Jones, has a creative superstition that's both playful and deeply personal. He keeps a small dinosaur figurine on his desk wherever he works. To Spielberg, the little dino isn't just a nod to his blockbuster legacy, it's a source of inspiration and a reminder of the boundless imagination that fuels his films. Whenever he hits a creative block, that tiny creature serves as a spark, a symbol of wonder, curiosity, and the power of storytelling that stretches beyond time. This superstition began during the making of Jurassic Park, when Spielberg found himself constantly surrounded by sketches, models, and animatronic dinosaurs. After the film's success, he kept one figurine as a keepsake, and soon realized it brought him comfort and focus. It became a ritual of creativity, a quiet companion during brainstorming sessions and those long nights of editing, reminding him to think big and, stay connected to his inner child. For Spielberg, that small dinosaur carries enormous meaning. It represents not just luck, but legacy, a reminder of what can happen when imagination meets passion. Amid the pressures of Hollywood and the weight of storytelling greatness, that little figurine stands as a simple superstition with a mighty roar. Never stop dreaming, and never stop creating worlds that make others believe in magic again.
So Cher Lloyd, the British pop star with a powerhouse voice and that playful edge, has this sweet superstition that stuck with her all the way from her early X Factor days to her global tours. Before every performance, she drinks a warm cup of honey tea, which she lovingly calls her good luck potion. For Cher, it's honestly far more than just a vocal remedy. It's a comforting ritual that helps calm her nerves, center her energy, and get her voice ready for the spotlight. The tradition actually started when she was still a young contestant, feeling nervous and eager to impress. Someone offered her honey tea to soothe her throat, and after she gave one of her best performances that night, she decided it must have been a lucky charm. Ever since, no show feels complete without it. It's her way of bringing a bit of home, warmth, and familiarity to the hectic world of stages, cameras, and bright lights. Over time, Cher's good luck potion has become more than superstition, it's a symbol of self-belief. Each sip reminds her of how far she's come, and how staying true to simple comforts can keep her grounded in a whirlwind career. Whether she's performing for thousands or rehearsing backstage, That cup of honey tea remains her quiet promise of confidence, luck, and heart.
Jim Carrey, the comedic genius and master of transformation, has long been open about his belief in energy, intention, and the unseen forces that shape life. One of his most personal superstitions is his habit of carrying lucky crystals in his pocket, a ritual he says helps him stay balanced and connected to positive energy. Each crystal has a meaning, some for creativity, others for protection or grounding. And for Carrey, they serve as daily reminders of mindfulness and gratitude. This practice began during a time when Carrey was exploring spirituality and the power of visualization, the same period when he famously wrote himself a $10 million check for acting services rendered. The crystals, he said, help him tune into that same belief in manifestation, the idea that thought shapes reality. Whether he's walking onto a film set or simply going about his day, the small weight of those stones in his pocket keeps him centered, calm, and focused on what truly matters. For Carrey, the crystals aren't about superstition in the old-fashioned sense. They're about energy, purpose, and presence. In the chaos of fame and creativity, those tiny stones act like anchors, helping him channel light, humor, and heart into everything he does. They're his quiet companions in a loud world. Simple, powerful reminders that luck often begins with what we choose to carry within ourselves.
Whitney Houston, the legendary voice that defined a generation, carried not just talent but faith wherever she went. One of her most cherished superstitions was her insistence on wearing a cross necklace every time she performed. For Whitney, the cross wasn't just jewelry. It was a sacred symbol of strength, guidance, and divine protection. Before walking on stage or stepping into the studio, she would touch the necklace gently, as if drawing confidence from the faith it represented. This ritual followed her from church choirs in Newark to the world's biggest arenas. Whitney often said that her gift came from God, and wearing the cross was her way of honoring that connection. A reminder that her voice was more than sound, it was spirit. Whether she was belting out "I Will Always Love You" or softly rehearsing in private, that cross rested close to her heart, both literally and symbolically. For Whitney, faith and superstition intertwined beautifully. The cross wasn't just a token of religion, it was a talisman of love, belief, and courage. In moments of pressure and spotlight glare, it grounded her, offering peace and protection. Even today, fans remember her not just for her voice but for the quiet faith she carried with her. One note, one prayer, one shining cross at a time.
Ellen DeGeneres, the beloved comedian and talk show host, has a superstition rooted in mindfulness and focus. She meditates before every show. For Ellen, this isn't just a way to calm nerves. It's a ritual that helps her center her energy, clear her mind, and step into the spotlight with positivity. Whether she's about to deliver a monologue or connect with guests, meditation allows her to maintain the warmth and humor that fans have come to love. This practice has been a consistent part of her routine for years. Ellen has mentioned that even after decades in television, the energy of live audiences and the fast pace of production can be overwhelming. Meditation serves as her grounding ritual, a moment of stillness that prepares her to be present, responsive, and authentically herself. Her pre-show meditation is a subtle but powerful superstition. It reflects her belief that success and connection aren't just about timing or talent, but also about mindset and intention. For Ellen, this simple practice transforms the chaos of live television into an opportunity to shine. Omkaman Aitasi. Ka Antintinam dancing, calm, focused, and radiating positive energy to everyone watching. And that's just the start. From charms to chills, there are plenty more celebrity superstitions waiting to surprise you. Hit subscribe and stick around, the next one might just be your favorite star's lucky secret.